website tonight, and the video recording will be available on our YouTube channel. First item on the agenda is consideration of minutes. We've circulated minutes for the Committee of the Whole meeting, Board of Trustees on February 19th, the regular Village Board meeting on February 19th, and the closed session minutes. Those were not circulated for January 15th, 2026. Unless there are comments, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Second.
It's been moved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
The minutes are approved. The next item on the agenda is public comment. I've looked around the room, and I actually see virtually no civilians. But in the interest of not getting in trouble with our lawyer who is sitting next to me, public comment time is when we allow members of the public to address the village board on a topic within our purview and jurisdiction, but not listed in another location on the agenda. If you want to talk about a matter that is listed on the agenda, we ask that you wait until the agenda item is called, and we'll give you an opportunity to speak then. If your matter is on the consent agenda, please let us know if you want to talk about that, and we'll remove it from the consent agenda. Anyone who wants to talk should fill out a written speaker form located at the back of the room and submit it to the village manager. Public comment time is intended for an opportunity for you to make comments to the village board. We'll listen to everything you have to say, but this will not ordinarily be a time for discussion or engagement by us. If appropriate, we may ask the village manager or village staff to respond to questions or issues that are raised, and they would respond at a later date. All speakers will be limited to 3 minutes. To be fair to all, we're going to strictly enforce this rule. Per our established policy, we will limit all public comment to a total of 30 minutes. We request that all speakers be respectful, civil, and non-repetitive, and we ask that all members of the audience refrain from applauding or making any other comments during or after any speaker. Are there any comments from the public not related to agenda items? There aren't. Okay. Next item on the agenda is reports of committees, and the first report is the Committee of the Whole. We just had our meeting downstairs and discussed two things. The chair of the Preservation Commission, Peter Van Vechten, and our assistant village manager, Adam Hall, made a presentation on recommendations regarding enhanced preservation incentives and 1 carat. And I think we reached a consensus, and so that's going to be proposed in legislation for our next meeting. The second item we discussed at our Committee of the Whole was a presentation by our Public Safety Director, Chief Lochran, about using, it's called the DFR program, drones as first responder pilot program, which would be run out of Glencoe, and we're going to go forward with the pilot program. That's the report on the Committee of the Whole. The next item on the next report is the Finance Committee, and I'll ask the chair of our Finance Committee, Trustee Rubin, to report on that.
Thank you very much. At Tuesday's Finance Committee meeting, the committee discussed the monthly financial reports for the month of February. General fund revenue performance for 5 of the village's revenue sources exceeded both the monthly budgeted targets and prior year receipts. Those included sales tax, building permits, parking fees, garbage service fees, and sewer charges. We also discussed the fact that property taxes were received in February and the beginning of March, and that the village, believe it or not, is awaiting the county's documentation of what money we received to denote if the receipts are for the second installment of 2025 or the first installment of 2026. First installment property taxes are due April 1 instead of March 1. Fortunately, the people who get paid by us do not care why we got the money. An update was provided on the progress of the construction of the golf clubhouse, and in fact, there is a change order relating to that that will appear later on tonight's agenda. We also talked about changes in certain things on the schedule for the 2026 Community Investment Program. The committee also discussed the calendar year 2025 audit, which is going very well. Final field work was completed this week, and the final audit report is expected to be presented to this board in June. Good news, Our village staff has secured a State of Illinois grant for over $194,000 for in-car video cameras for use in law enforcement vehicles, officer-worn body cameras, and data storage related to the body cameras, and training for the officers operating the cameras. And this is a multi-year grant, I think 5 years, if I remember correctly. And to give you some sense of the numbers, I believe we've budgeted about $48,000 for exactly that type of stuff this year. So this is quite meaningful to the village. Lastly, the committee discussed local impact fees and the potential need for them for new subdivision development or possibly additional homes being built within the village. The staff is planning to review possible options and bring recommendations back to the committee. There'll be more discussion, and we will report back. And that was what we did.
Thanks for that report. The next report is the Plan Commission, and our representative on that is Trustee Mihalopoulos.
Thank you, President Rowan. At its February 25th meeting, we approved exterior appearance review for the Glencoe Public Library project. The library made its initial presentation to the Commission in January and returned in February with plan revisions to help address some comments. These included changes to the windows on the east and west sides of the building and more information about the building's south-facing windows and its scale relative to other nearby buildings. The building may need to return to the Commission for signage and lighting review later in the process, but with the approval of appearance review and the special use permits, the project now has all the discretionary reviews needed to begin its permitting process. At the upcoming March 25th meeting, the Commission will continue its discussion of the planned development ordinance process. This discussion will focus on what types of projects would need a planned development review process, what design enhancements the review process should try to achieve, and any other guidance the Commission wants to provide before it passes this ordinance development process off to the Village Board and Zoning Commission to begin the zoning code amendment process. Thank you.
Thanks for that report. The next report is the Golf Advisory Committee, and Trustee Hallwax is our representative on that.
Thank you, President Rowan. I'm sad there's not more people in the audience tonight because I was fortunate enough to have Stella and then her staff, Matt and Caesar, we look at the property yesterday of what's going on at the golf course, and I want to try to moderate how excited I am seeing that this is a public meeting. But if you haven't had a chance, go look at the pictures, look at the socials, look at the updates that they continuously send, because the building is fantastic, and now you're starting to really see what vision that they put together, and I think everyone's going to be quite happy and quite pleasantly surprised. Work on the clubhouse is progressing. The underground plumbing and trusses are complete. The concrete was poured on the north slab grade, and the final stage of the geothermal installation is underway. It's expected to be completed next week, and the work on the perimeter walls has begun. I'm assuming everybody's noticed driving on Green Bay Road, but the invasive buckthorn of approximately 5 acres of land on the east side of the golf course was removed. All the work was completed by the Trailgrass Restoration, which is the vendor of the Forest Preserves of Cook County. This work was a component of the amended IGA. This work opens up the vistas, and obviously you can now see into the golf course and our new building. The interim agreement for the new restaurant vendor is being confirmed tonight. The Clubhouse Group Incorporated will work on opening the food trailer by April 1. The long-term agreement is being prepared and will be presented to the Village Board in an upcoming meeting. Special event inquiries for our new facility continue to come in with people requesting information on booking events at the clubhouse. Staff is responding to the inquiries and inform them that the new vendors will be creating menus and pricing, which will be available in mid-April. And that's the end of the report.
Thanks for that report. The next report is the Sustainability Task Force, and Trustee Rosenblatt is our representative on that.
Thank you, President Rowan. The Sustainability Task Force met on February 24th and received an excellent update from the village staff, including updates on Sustainability Action Plan, the new Illinois Battery Disposal Law and their impact on Glencoe's batteries recycling collections, and the Wesley Road buckthorn removal project. We also got an update on the tree preservation ordinance. The Sustainability Task Force finalized language for this 10th anniversary commemorative tree plaque and coordinate event logistics for the Spring Donate and Recycle Day, scheduled for May 9th, the bulk pickup day scheduled for May 16th and the electronic recycling day to be scheduled sometime in June. The task force also reviewed its communication plan and developed contact topics for March and April social media posts focused on sustainability and education. The next task force meeting is scheduled for March 24th.
Thanks for that report. The next report is the Council for Inclusion and Community, and Trustee Scott is our representative on that committee.
Thanks, President Rowan. The Glencoe Council for Inclusion and Community met on March 2nd to discuss upcoming events and review recent initiatives. Council members discussed potential connections with additional Glencoe businesses to highlight how local businesses are doing good in the neighborhood by supporting the community. The council and staff will create a flyer to distribute to local businesses. The council also finalized plans for its booth at the District 35 Family Belonging event that was last night on March 18th. In addition, members discussed potential partnerships and upcoming opportunities, including collaboration with the New Transition Center, the Sustainability Task Force, and participation in the sidewalk sale. The council continues to explore potential speakers who can share topics relating to belonging and effective communication. The council approved its annual calendar, and we will meet every other month beginning Monday, May 4th. Thank you.
Thanks for that report. The next two reports are the Preservation Commission and the Tree Commission. And because we want to give him extra work, Trustee Onderdonk is our representative on both of those. So, Trustee Onderdonk, why don't you make those two reports?
Thank you. At the March 3rd meeting, the Preservation Commission reviewed a request for a certificate of appropriateness for the property at 80 Estate Road in the village. The proposal is to remove deteriorated brick paving at the rear terrace and replacing it with a landscape garden with a stone path while preserving the existing limestone walls to maintain the historic character of the site. After reviewing the applicable preservation criteria and the reversible nature of the proposed improvements, the Commission voted to approve the project. The Commission also discussed potential preservation incentives that support investment in historically significant properties. They discussed possible programs including a pilot incentive program, funding, eligibility, and guidance, which were also discussed at the Board Committee of the Whole meeting. The proposed program complements the newly proposed zoning-based preservation incentives along with potential funding and program approaches. The Commission also reviewed demolition applications for properties at 129 Beach Road and 1124 Old Elm Lane and determined that no further action needs to be taken. The next meeting is scheduled for April 13th. And shall I move on to the Tree Commission?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The Tree Commission held a special meeting on Monday, February 23rd to discuss proposed modifications to the approved landscaping plan for the Forest Edge subdivision. These modifications are being requested due to the developer's hardship claim that 5-inch and 6-inch caliper trees as specified in the approved plan are not readily available in the required quantities. The Tree Commission reviewed the approved landscaping plans and received an update from staff regarding ongoing discussions with the developer. The Tree Commission's developed recommendations, including the requirement of a third-party review by a certified arborist for guidance on tree substitutions, tree diameter and spacing, as well as the sequencing of screening trees. The next regularly scheduled meeting will be on Monday, April 13th at noon. And that is my report.
Thanks for both of those reports. That concludes the reports of committees. The next item on the agenda is reports of officers. And first we'll have the village manager's report. Village Manager Corrali.
Thank you, President Rowan, and good evening to everyone. I just have a couple of quick items to go over this evening. The first is vehicle and pet license renewals are now underway. Those renewal materials were mailed out, and I know we've had a steady stream of folks coming into Village Hall to do those renewals. I would encourage our residents to not feel like they have to come into Village Hall for that. It can all be done and handled online. As a reminder, last year we transitioned our vehicle licenses to a virtual program. We do still have permanent stickers available, but you do not need to change that sticker out every year. It's important to remember that. I know that's been a little confusing for some folks this year. But those renewals are due May 1st, and after that date, they do incur a late fee. So remember to renew early. Thank you. The next item is just a reminder on one of our probably most popular programs that the Public Safety Department provides, and that is our House Watch program. A lot of folks are preparing to leave for spring break travel, and I just wanted to remind everyone that the House Watch program is easy to register for, and it allows public safety to keep an eye on your home while you're away. They have launched a new online tool. That's at villagefglencoe.org/housewatch, and you can just fill out that information. Or you can call 847-835-4112 in order to participate. And just a few upcoming reminders as we are actually entering into spring, though this past week has certainly felt a bit off from that standpoint. The Lakeshore Recycling System's curbside yard waste program begins again for the year on Wednesday, April 1st. That continues every Wednesday until mid-December. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the subscription program for landscape waste, you do need to affix a sticker, and you can purchase those here at Village Hall. Our free curbside buckthorn collection program resumes again in the months of April and May, and that will start on Monday, April 6th. And just, again, this is something you do need to reach out to Public Works and just let us know. Everything has to be at the curb by first thing Monday morning, but we'll be running that for several weeks through those 2 months. And then this is just a good reminder. We are, as the community will recall, we do have restrictions on the use of gasoline-powered leaf blowers. Currently, they are not accommodated. There are only 2 windows during the course of the year that they are. We do have that window opening back up on April 1st through April 30th. That's for spring cleanup. Again, October 1st through November 30th. You'll remember we did extend that last fall because of the very odd weather we had, but generally that is the timeline. Outside of those windows, only battery or electric powered leaf blowers may be used. And I just wanted to point out one other note that Trustee Rosenblatt mentioned, and that relates to our battery disposal program. We have received quite a bit of feedback from the community that are confused about it. We're going to try to push out better information, but this really is a change in the legislation that doesn't allow you to throw any sort of battery out in the garbage. It used to be that alkaline batteries and the like could be tossed out. Can't do that anymore. But along with that came a number of restrictions on where battery drop-off programs used to operate. Those restrictions have made it very difficult for the village to be one of those drop-off sites. We are working with the Solid Waste Agency of Northern Cook County to see how we may be able to reinstate that program. That has always been done in partnership with them, but the law changing really did kind of throw a little bit of a wrench in the works. So we recognize that folks are frustrated. There are disposal sites generally at many of the big box home improvement stores, Home Depot, Lowe's, Best Buy, and others, and we have that information on our website, and we'll push it out again through our social media and e-news programs. That's all I have on my report this evening.
Thanks for that. The next item is the village president's report, and the first item is the appointment of Michael Mitchell to the Preservation Commission. We're thrilled that he serve on the Preservation Commission. Is there a motion to approve his appointment?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Mitchell is appointed. Next item on the agenda is consideration of a proclamation declaring April 2026 as Autism Awareness Month in Glencoe. We've circulated the proclamation. Is there a motion to issue the proclamation?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. The proclamation is approved. Third item is consideration of a proclamation declaring April 22nd, 2026 as Earth Day in Glencoe. Again, that's been circulated previously. Is there a motion to approve this?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. And the last proclamation is consideration of a proclamation declaring April 24th, 2026 as Arbor Day in Glencoe. I should have let Trustee Onderdunk do this, but
So moved.
is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have Arbor Day in Glencoe on April 24th. A couple other things. One, we had an election on Tuesday. A lot of the people I voted for didn't win, but one thing I voted for that did win was the library referendum. The library referendum carried pretty overwhelmingly. Prior to the referendum, the library board was here, and one of the things we said to them was we were going to defer to the decision made by our voters, and the voters have spoken, and so we're going to defer, and what that means is consulting with the library board on their timing, we're going to issue the bonds that our residents authorized in an advisory referendum. I want to congratulate the library board on this victory. They've been working hard. This is a big project. We're going to work with them going forward to make sure it's as successful as it can be. And I want to thank everybody in the community for participating in the referendum process. One last item. Show and tell. We're going to do a little show and tell, and we can talk about it later. We're going to just risk it. So let's small village, less than 3.8 square miles, and some of that is water. We have fewer than 8,900 residents. But despite our small size, as president of the village, I am happy to report that Glencoe is the best, finest, and most important municipality on the North Shore. Also in Chicagoland, the state of Illinois, the United States, and this world, Glencoe may be the best municipality in the universe. Our effective desk staff is checking on that. Because of the village's exalted status, we have very high standards. We expect our employees to be exceptional. Little known fact, the village board only hires one employee, the village manager. So when the village board hired Phil Corrali, he had to be the best. Therefore, we collectively yawned when Phil became a poobah at the ICMA, the International City County Management Association. And we yawn again today, now that Phil has been named by the National Academy of Public Administration and Local Gov 250 as one of America's 250 public service champions. For one thing, I'm sure they meant the world's or the universe's 250 public service champions. We understand that the top 250 Public Servants Award exists because this year is the United States' 250th anniversary. But despite this, because all of our employees, including the village manager, are in the top 10%, we're somewhat outraged that there's no top 25 Public Service Award, which we're sure Phil has more than earned. Notwithstanding all of these extraordinary honors, we know that Phil's most important role is as our village manager, where every day he helps keep Glencoe safe, prosperous, and happy.
Oh, hi there. Congratulations, Phil, on being named a public service champion. You truly are a once-in-a-generation talent. The village is incredibly lucky to have you at the helm, and I could not, would not, do this job without you.
pleased to congratulate Phil Corrali on being named an American Gladiator. Not bad. Check my mic. Got it. Hi, I'm Paula Schumacher. I'm the current president of ILCMA, and I'm so proud to congratulate my friend Phil Corrali on being named one of America's 250 top public service champions. We've always known that Phil's been a champion, and we're so proud to have him here in Illinois.
I honestly can't think of anyone more deserving of the recognition than you. The way you show up every day to champion good government and public service really sets the standard for all of us. And the residents of Glencoe, and importantly our entire profession, are better because of your professionalism, your camaraderie, and your friendship.
Being named one of America's 250 public service champions is a meaningful recognition of the care, leadership, and heart you bring to work every day. It's truly inspiring. The Chamber is really proud of you, and we're truly grateful for all that you do for the community.
Your professionalism and depth of your experience are truly exceptional, and I consider myself really lucky to have learned from your examples. However, I also wanted to thank you for your selfless dedication to your employees and mentees. I still have the card that you wrote for me on my first day at the Village of Glencoe. Even though it probably only took you a little bit of time to write, it's just one example of how much you care both for the community you serve and the staff you lead.
Congratulations on your award, Phil. You have certainly made a significant impact at the Glencoe Golf Club.
Congratulations, Phil. While I only had the opportunity to serve with Phil for a few years early in my local government career, I still think about the lessons he taught me in Glencoe every day. Phil's a consummate professional, a dedicated mentor, and a dear friend. Congratulations, Phil, on your selection as one of America's 250 public service champions. We're all so proud, but not at all surprised.
Congratulations on being named one of America's 250 public service champions. I'm certainly not surprised. We've been working together since the early 2000s, and it was clear to me and to many others that you were just on a different trajectory. A trajectory that was going to have a huge impact on local government, and I'm so excited for you, and I'm certainly excited for the state of Illinois as being one of these recipients. My big question, though, Phil, is what's next?
Congratulations, Phil.
Congratulations, Phil.
What?
What's running now?
You're saying the thing.
We're not sure what. We're supposed to say what, and we have music.
We definitely have music. Okay, ready?
And we have music, and this is the version we say.
You have to say the congratulations on.
I mean, the video is more just us talking about what we would say, just to say congratulations, right?
All right, ready?
And you said go ahead. Okay. Ready? Oh, now it's running.
Congratulations. Is it ready?
All right.
Oh my God.
Oh, how many? Who has a longer arm?
Here we go. You're good. Okay, here we go.
We are talking. This is a congratulations video.
Oh, it's
Oh, this is
okay.
the entire video. Congratulations is fun.
Congratulations, Phil.
Congratulations.
One of 250.
Government champion.
Congrats.
So proud of you.
Very proud of you.
This is no surprise to me. You've been a champion in my book since you walked in the door of Skokie Village Hall in May 2002 and started as my intern. Yes, I taught you everything we know. We both know that. But what I saw back then, Phil, was an innate curiosity, a commitment to best practices, and an interest in growth and a dedication to public service. Now, Phil, you set the bar for those best practices and are a true model to others. It's been a joy to watch your career grow.
Congratulations on being part of 250 of the best, most inventive, leadership-wise. Come on, guys, fill in those adjectives.
You realize not how many 250 people there are.
What?
Celebrating America's 250, right? Am I saying?
No, there's 250 people.
I'm very confused on this.
On behalf of FSG board, staff, myself, and most importantly, those we serve, thank you for your partnership and service to this wonderful community.
What a wonderful honor to be selected as a nationwide government champion. The entire country now knows what we've known for a long time, and that is that Phil Corrali is an outstanding public servant.
I just want to take a moment to congratulate you on your success on being honored for the America's 250 Public Service Champions. Well deserved. You've done a lot of hard work for local government. You're my friend and colleague, and I'm proud to honor you and celebrate you in this moment.
For those of us who've had the chance to work with you and learn from you, your mentorship has made a lasting impact on all of us. You've inspired so many of us in local government, and we're incredibly proud of you. Congratulations again.
On behalf of the
staff, congratulations on being named as one of America's 250 public service champions. This is a well-deserved honor that celebrates your commitment, dedication, and leadership in the public arena. We are proud to call you a colleague and appreciate all you do.
I've always admired your work ethic and your constant pursuit of excellence in everything you do. It is contagious to all of the public servants around you. Glencoe and the local government profession and public service as a whole is clearly better because of it, and it is a very well-deserved recognition. Congratulations.
Phil, you have always been a leader, and I sincerely appreciate everything you've done for the local government profession. This doesn't come as a surprise, but congratulations on a well-deserved honor.
It's awesome to see you recognized and not the least bit surprising. Serving with you for 9 years was an honor and a whole lot of fun, and it was really awesome to watch you raise up the community, raise up our profession, raise up our team, and us as individuals. And I think the most inspiring part of that was seeing that you were fueled by the most heartfelt and genuine commitment to service and belief in good government. And not to mention fueled by a whole lot of Diet Coke, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and Pink Starburst. Congratulations, my friend. Cheers.
I'm recording this right before running off to first rehearsal at the theater, and it occurred to me in just a few minutes I will be surrounded by the staff and all the artists who are getting ready to prepare for new work in the theater. And it's a theater that you helped build. You truly were our champion and our advocate. And to me personally and to everyone at the theater, we so appreciate your friendship and your determination and all that you do for us, but truly all that you do for everyone in Glencoe each and every day. We are grateful. This is a true honor. Congratulations. You so deserve this. And I will end with my continued request to have a solo concert evening at the theater starring Phil Corrali. I'm going to make it happen someday.
Wishing to send my best and most sincere congratulations to your village manager, Phil Corrali, for being named one of America's 250 public service champions by the Local Government 250 and the National Academy for Public Administration. Phil, you're a great individual and most importantly a great human. I'm proud to call you my friend and my mentor. Keep up the good work, and congratulations to you and your entire staff for this wonderful accomplishment.
Phil, congratulations from all of us at the Village of Wilmette. Thanks for all you do to support local government.
I've had the privilege of working with you for more than 7 years, and you've truly shaped how I think about public service. You have a unique ability to see the community from every perspective, resident, business owner, employee, or visitor, and that comes through in everything you do. Your focus on proactive, high-quality customer service and the way you represent our profession really sets the standard. I'm especially grateful for your mentorship over the years and the time you invested in developing the next generation of local government leaders. This recognition is so well-deserved. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Daddy. We love you.
Well, there's some additional comments that were prepared so I don't drip on my tongue, but I don't actually need to say any of them because the video did that. So let me just say, and by the way, the president wasn't one of the 250, although that may be damning with faint praise, I don't know. We are lucky to have you here. We know that, and we are obviously thrilled that you've been identified as the top 250, and like I said, top 25, and if we cut it down, the top 2.5 as far as we're concerned. So congrats, and thank you for being our absolute best hire. Well, it's the only one, but
Can I just say, you have an incredible staff, because no one did this for Gita Newkirk, another recipient.
Also a recipient, yes.
We're happy you're here, and with good reason. Okay, that concludes the village president's report. The next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. The consent agenda includes items that have been published online for the community and that have been reviewed by the board members individually or together as part of our committee of the whole. We don't think they warrant any further discussion. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. It's been moved and seconded. We need a roll call for the consent agenda.
Just catching my breath, so I'll get there. Trustee Hallwax.
Yes.
Trustee Mealopoulos.
Yes.
Trustee Onderdonk.
Yes.
Trustee Rosenblatt.
Yes.
Trustee Rubin.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
The consent agenda is approved. Next item is regular business. First item of regular business is consideration of a resolution authorizing the Village of Glencoe to enter into an interim concession agreement for the Glencoe Golf Club, and I'll ask Stella Nanos to present. Stella.
Thank you. Not quite as exciting as Phil's award, but a very exciting portion of the new clubhouse. So following our very thorough RFP process to identify the right restaurant partner for our new facility, we are recommending moving forward with the hospitality group, which is going to be operating as Clubhouse Group, Inc. What really set them apart was their deep industry experience and their vision for the guest experience. They aren't just a vendor, they will be a partner who can help us successfully launch the new clubhouse and maintain that momentum year-round. As we all know, the golf season doesn't wait for construction. With an anticipating opening of April 1st, or at least by April 1st, we hope, we have a gap between the start of play and the completion of the building in late summer. To bridge this gap, we've developed an interim agreement that allows us to get the vendor in and hit the ground running immediately on site food, trailer, and beverage cart. This precursor agreement is strategic. It gets staff systems in place, generates immediate revenue, and gives our legal team the necessary time to refine the complex details of our year-long-term agreement. So our recommendation today is to approve the interim agreement to ensure our golfers have high-quality food and drink options from day one of the season. And we do expect to bring the final long-term agreement back to the village board later this spring once legal reviews are finalized.
Stella, thanks for that report, and thank you for shepherding this through. I know you're not done.
No.
Unless there are any comments, is there a motion to approve the resolution setting forth the interim concession agreement with our contractor?
So moved. I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. We need a roll call.
Trustee Hallwax.
Yes.
Trustee Mealopoulos.
Yes.
Trustee Onderdonk.
Yes.
Trustee Rosenblatt.
Yes.
Trustee Rubin.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
The interim concession agreement is approved. The next item on the agenda is consideration of a resolution authorizing the village manager to execute a contract with DeMayo Brothers of Elk Grove, Illinois for the 2026 water main improvement project for a total cost not to exceed $1,680,000. And I'll ask our Public Works Director, Monica Sarna, to present. Monica.
Thank you. All right. So this is our 2026 water main replacement project. The scope of main replacement is on Bluff, Milton, and Grove. The project also extends onto Lincoln, where we have dual mains, and we're going to be transferring services from the smaller 4-inch main and retiring that dual main. So overall, the project includes about 2,000 linear feet of main replacement. One of the most important elements about this project is we are transferring backyard service mains and placing that water main in the street. This reduces the risk that we have if there may be an emergency or repair in the backyards of these homes. Placing them in the street makes them much more easily accessible. So originally the project budget for this was set at $1.1 million, and that is when we were at about 30% design with our consultant. As we progressed through, some scope items were added, including some additional storm sewer work and some expanded pavement restoration. When we completed the design, the budget was closer to $1.9 million. We went out to bid. We received about 5 responses, and the lowest responsive bidder came in at $1.623 million. So we were pleased with the prices. It was above our original estimate in the approved budget. And with about a 3.5% contingency, we're seeking approval for $1.68 million overall. So where are we getting those additional funds? We have some funds remaining from the 2025 water main replacement project that we'll be using. We also are going to be using some of the budgeted funds from our capital storm sewer projects to help supplement this. And then lastly, some funding from the water plant site security will be shifting over to help fund the water main replacement. That timeline has shifted, and we are uncertain that we would be able to spend all those funds within this fiscal year, so we feel like that shift makes sense. Is there any questions?
If there aren't any questions, is there a motion? This is a serious project, but we knew about it, and we have to do it. Is there a motion to approve this contract?
So moved.
Second.
Let's have a roll call, please.
Trustee Hallwax?
Yes.
Trustee Mealopoulos?
Yes.
Trustee Underdunk?
Yes.
Trustee Rosenblatt?
Yes.
Trustee Rubin?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Motion carries. That contract is approved. Monica, stick around. The next item on the agenda is consideration of a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract with Klepfer Construction, Inc. of Northbrook, Illinois for emergency utility repair at Park Avenue.
All right. So this is a contract for emergency utility work. This is at our Park Avenue outfall. If you can remember, the Park Avenue outfall was actually part of our 2024 calendar year budget. We designed and the project went out to bid, but the pricing came back unfavorable. So we actually rejected all bids and decided not to move forward with the project at that time. What we were planning to do moving forward was trying to combine this project with other projects to seek more favorable pricing. So we were looking at bundling it with smaller storm sewer projects or possibly including it in our water plant site security project. So funds have been included in the 2026 calendar year budget within our storm sewer capital improvement funds to complete this work. I want to take a step back and talk about why this work is important. Back in 2024, lake levels had been high the previous year, and we were having some maintenance problems with this outfall. It was getting clogged with sand. The elevations were not right with the lake levels. And so we did work on a redesign, adjusting those outfall elevations, creating easier maintenance for that outfall to prevent it from getting clogged. So where we're at today is there was a failure within this system that was identified in February. It is just outside of the limit of our previously designed project. And so the pipe has collapsed. We now have a sinkhole, and we want to get out there and complete the repairs. And it makes sense for mobilization, for the emergency nature of the current failure to complete the entire project. If we were to do a spot repair on just the immediate failure, the system is still clogged. The lake levels are returning and becoming higher, and so it makes sense to do all the work at once. What we'd like to do is use our emergency utility contract with Klepfer Construction to execute the work. Within that contract, the village purchases the material, and Klepfer provides the equipment and the labor to complete the work. So we're seeking for approval of $40,000 to purchase the material and the $60,000 to execute on the work with Klepfer Construction. I did want to note that we have taken a comprehensive look at this project as a whole to have the repairs and the full outfall design, but also we are looking and coordinating with our lining contractor to have the remaining section of the pipe lined all the way up to the end of Park Avenue right away to ensure full functionality of this outfall from the bluff off of Park Avenue. Are there any questions?
Thanks for the excellent presentation. We always hate when stuff breaks, but we know it breaks. We're glad you're on it. Is there a motion to approve the Klepfer repair project for the Park Avenue outfall?
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Let's have a roll call, please.
Trustee Hallwax?
Yes.
Trustee Mealopoulos?
Yes.
Trustee Underdunk?
Yes.
Trustee Rosenblatt?
Yes.
Trustee Rubin?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Motion carries. The last item of regular business, don't go anywhere, is consideration of a resolution approving change order number 3 with WB Olson for amendment to the contract for a revised project completion date and increased contingency for the construction of the Glencoe Golf Clubhouse project for a final not-to-exceed cost of $225,000. I would note that this item was discussed at our Finance Committee meeting on Tuesday, but for the benefit of the residents watching and for the trustees who were not there, I'll ask our Public Works Director, Monica Sarna, to present. Monica.
Thank you. All right, so if you remember last month, we had change order number 2 where we talked about those changes were specifically tied to the issue for construction, drawing updates, all those changes that happened throughout the permitting process, and that those owner-initiated changes throughout that permitting process as well. So this change order is a bit different. What we're looking at is focusing on a revised completion date. So when the contract was executed, as written, the contract says that the project completion date is 330 days after the execution of the contract and obtaining the project permits. So as you can remember, permitting has been delayed for this project. We did not receive full permits until December 12th of 2020, or December 15th of 2025. So that would put our actual contractual due date at November 10th of this year. Both the village and WB Olson can agree that that is not a completion date that we want to be working towards. We want to be working towards something much sooner. So this change order is going to be revising that contractual completion date to August 14th. With that, we will be adding in late claims to ensure the completion date is by August 14th. Those late claims are defined as $1,500 per day for the first 14 calendar days and $4,500 per day after that. So that 14 days puts us right around the Labor Day where that switch of late claims does increase. With this, we also are going to acknowledge that the permitting delays have caused impact to the overall project schedule and timeline, and so we're going to be increasing the contingency by $225,000. There is an incentive that we're placing in this amendment for early completion. So with adding to the contingency funds currently within the contract, if WB Olson does not use all the contingency funds, those are returned to the village. We are saying if you complete the project by August 14th or earlier, we are willing to share in those contingency funds that were unused. So it's a motivation to not use all the contingency funds, but it's also motivation to complete the project on time. Any questions?
So we've talked about this before. Of course, we signed a big contract with WB Olson. We think they're mostly doing a fine job. We have some beefs here and there that we're pursuing. I said this at one of our prior, I think it was the committee of the whole meeting. People who know me know that I'm not that literate in terms of literature, but I've seen a lot of movies. And I often quote from the movies I've seen, particularly highbrow features like Naked Gun. In Naked Gun, when the love interest for Frank Drebin, played by Priscilla Presley, discovered that her boss was trying to murder Queen Elizabeth at the baseball game, she said to him, "How could you be so horrible as to plan to murder the Queen?" And he looked at her and he said, "You forget, my dear, for a number of years, I was a building contractor." And this has motivated some of my views of the world. We're dealing with a building contractor. And we know that they would like to make as much money as they can. We think they're doing a pretty good job, but they want to make as much money as they can. And I just want to say, when we've been presented with these change orders, I am completely satisfied that our Public Works Director, consulting with our lawyers, has sort of aggressively represented the Village of Glencoe to make sure we're paying the fair amount. And so I don't, this is the third change order. None of us loves that we're paying more than we thought we were going to pay. But overall, not shockingly more than we sort of knew we might have to pay. And I just want to say, for the benefit of our residents, that I am confident that Monica and our legal counsel have reviewed the contract and the work and have made sure that the Village of Glencoe is not paying too much. So, and I don't actually think that W.B. Olson would kill the Queen. Cook County might, yes. There is that. There are some fees we've paid to Cook County. If there aren't any questions for Monica, is there a motion to approve change order number 3?
So moved. Second.
Let's have a roll call, please.
Trustee Hallwax.
Yes.
Trustee Mealopoulos.
Yes.
Trustee Underdunk.
Yes.
Trustee Rosenblatt.
Yes.
Trustee Rubin.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
The motion is approved. Change order 3 is approved. And that concludes the regular business. Is there any other business with tonight's board meeting? And if not, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
The motion carried. We're adjourned. See everybody in a month.